Liu Yuning was not the person anyone expected to succeed. If you were to line up all the faces entering the Chinese entertainment industry and ask which ones looked destined for long-term success, Liu Yuning would not stand out, not at first glance, not on paper, not by background. No powerful connections, no formal artistic upbringing, no carefully planned debut. And in an industry where thousands enter every year and disappear just as quickly, the real question is not why Liu Yuning became visible, but why he was never erased. He did not begin his journey in front of flashing cameras or curated stages. He started from a place most people never notice. A place so quiet and low that effort often feels invisible. All he had was a voice, and long stretches of time where no one seemed to be listening. Before his name appeared in credits or discussions, Liu Yuning sang wherever he could. He sang on the streets. He sang during live streams at hours when audiences were uncertain. He sang knowing that most people might leave before the song ended. Many times they did. That kind of persistence sounds simple in retrospect, but living through it is something else entirely. Repeating the same effort without feedback, without validation, without guarantees, wears people down. Many talented individuals stop not because they lack ability, but because silence becomes unbearable. What separated Liu Yuning from many others was not exceptional luck or sudden brilliance. It was endurance. He stayed when no one was calling his name. He stayed when there was no applause waiting at the end. Day after day he showed up. Day after day he sang. Day after day he repeated the same actions with no certainty that anything would change. There was no dramatic turning point. No viral moment that instantly altered his fate. Just repetition, carried out quietly, almost stubbornly. In the entertainment world, that kind of repetition is rare. It requires believing in something that has not yet proven itself. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, something began to shift. Not everyone stopped to listen, but a few did. And they did not stop because of his appearance or because of a compelling backstory. They stopped because of his voice. Liu Yuning's voice does not overwhelm the listener on the first note. It does not shout for attention. Instead, it settles in. It has weight, depth, restraint, a quality that makes people hesitate before scrolling away. There is something dangerous about a voice like that. Once heard, it lingers. It does not demand admiration, but it invites stillness. And stillness in a fast-moving digital world is powerful. Music became the first thing that truly held him in place. Not performance-driven pop stages, but soundtrack work. OSTs gave his voice a context where it did not need to compete. It only needed to support emotion. In dramas, a song does not exist to draw attention to itself. It exists to serve the story, to deepen a moment, to underline what characters cannot say aloud. Liu Yuning understood this instinctively. His voice blended into scenes rather than overpowering them. Many viewers heard him long before they knew his face. They remembered the feeling a song left behind, the quiet sorrow, the unresolved longing, the sense of solitude that lingered after a scene ended. People did not ask, "Who is the star?" They asked, "Who is singing this?" That question marked the beginning of his transition from anonymity to recognition. Music did not turn Liu Yuning into a sensation overnight, but it allowed him to remain present, to stay in people's ears long enough to be remembered. In an era defined by speed and constant novelty, memorability is rare. OSTs became his foundation. Not a shortcut, but a steady ground. They gave him credibility without forcing visibility. His name appeared again and again, quietly building familiarity. Once music gave him a foothold, Liu Yuning faced a choice that many artists eventually confront: remain within the limits of what already works, or step into uncertainty. He chose uncertainty. Acting was not his original field. And for a singer without a traditional acting background, skepticism was inevitable. Expectations were low and scrutiny was high. Liu Yuning did not deny this reality. He entered acting without illusions. He did not present himself as someone ready to dominate the screen. He approached it as someone learning from the beginning. His early performances were imperfect. There were criticisms, comparisons, doubts about whether he belonged in that space at all. But he did not respond defensively. He did not rush to prove himself. Instead, he accepted smaller roles. He accepted being judged. He accepted that growth would take time. What stood out was not immediate brilliance, but consistency. Each role showed incremental improvement. More control, better understanding, greater presence. In an industry that often rewards shortcuts, Liu Yuning chose the slower path. He did not aim to impress instantly. He aimed to improve steadily. Over time, audience perception shifted. He was no longer just a singer trying something new. He became someone who could carry a role without disrupting immersion, someone viewers did not need to excuse. This shift did not happen loudly. There was no single performance that redefined his image overnight. It happened quietly through accumulation, and that quiet accumulation became his strength. Liu Yuning also never attempted to construct a flawless public persona. He did not erase his past struggles. He did not present success as something inevitable. In interviews and interactions, there was always a sense of groundedness. He spoke like someone who remembered what it felt like to be unseen. That memory shaped how audiences connected with him. They did not see an unreachable star. They saw someone who had endured long periods of doubt and remained standing. By the time the spotlight truly reached him, Liu Yuning was no longer unprepared. He had already learned how to stand without attention, how to endure without reassurance, how to keep going without promises. So when recognition finally arrived, it did not change him. It simply revealed what had been built quietly all along. For many people, birthdays are moments of celebration. For Liu Yuning, they feel more like moments of reflection. Markers along a road that was never smooth, from standing at the margins to becoming visible, from being overlooked to being acknowledged. Each year represents not a leap, but a continuation. At 35, he no longer needs to explain who he is. His position was not granted. It was accumulated, built from time, repetition, and seriousness toward his craft. Liu Yuning does not symbolize glamour or instant triumph. He represents something far less dramatic and far more enduring. He represents those who move slowly, who take detours, who remain steady when recognition comes late. And perhaps that is why his journey still feels unfinished. Because it was never about arriving quickly, it was about staying long enough to matter.